Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we will be sewing and testing the basic trouser pattern with fly and waistband that we cut in the previous video. So let's get started. So I'll prepare my pockets. I have a separate video showing how to do this, so if you're interested, I think you should go watch that. So I'm done attaching my pockets. For a video on how to do this, just check the description box below. I'll leave a link there. Now it's time to work on our zip, and this is the part that I am so nervous about. So I'm going to start by folding the shield that we cut together, and then I will sew it this way. So ideally you should actually interlock this, but since this is just testing, I'm just going to sew it down. I'm using the 1/2 inch seam allowance that we left. So after sewing the shield, wrong sides together, so this is the right side. If you have an overlocker, go ahead and overlock this. So I'm going to place my zipper on this shield this way. I'm leaving space here because we'll definitely need to sew the band at some point, and I'm just going to sew this all the way down. So this, I'll sew the edge first. Then I'll use my zipper foot to sew close to the edge of the zipper. So now, after sewing that, I'm going to go ahead and just sew a temporary stitch. So I'm just going to sew about 2 inches down from this point. So next, we're going to place this shield and zipper that we sewed. We're going to place it on the left part of the pants. Remember, the right side has the fly. So place it on the left side of the pant, and I will align it to the edge of the shield and just sew it down. So remember, this zip is too long, so we're just going to sew it to this point here. Ooh. So you sew it such that it covers your initial thread line that we did here. Okay. It's not looking bad. So this is it. Actually, I think you could sew even closer to the edge, but for now I just want to see this thing through. After attaching our shield to with the zipper to the pants, we are going to fold it like this, and then just edge stitch this. So like top stitching this, just stitch it really close to the edge so it looks nice. And yeah, I'm doing this with a blue thread so you guys will see. Guys, I think we're almost done. So this is the last bit. So after stitching the shield onto the front and top stitching this edge here, now we're going to do this. Basically, you're closing your seam this way, and then fold your fly to just slightly cover this edge here. So can you see what I'm doing? Just close it nicely, fold it. Remember the 1.5 inch extension, fold it and close just at the very edge here. Just close it. Now I'm going to use these pins. I'm going to just hold it down with pins. You can also just baste it with your needle and thread. So yes, so I've closed it, and now we're going to just flip it to the other side. So now once you flip it to the side, you're going to go ahead and attach your zipper to the fly. So just your zipper. You can see as I'm lifting it up to make sure I'm attaching just the zipper to the fly. So I'll pin it down. I'm just going to pin it down at the lower bit again. And then I'll flip it around, remove the pins that I have in front here. And now we'll take this to our sewing machine. So we're going to sew this down like this. So it's time for the final piece of the puzzle, which is to top stitch this edge here. So you're just going to top stitch your, basically your fly shape. Just go like this all the way down to this point here. So I'm just going to use a marker. Just going to go in with a chalk to mark what I'm talking about. So you just curve it like this. So yes, we're going to go ahead and do this last final bit. And you have to make sure you're catching the fly alone. So I'm going to turn my shield to this side. So I'm sewing on just the fly without the shield. Otherwise, our zipper will not be able to open. I'm just going to pin this down. I don't think it's necessary, but yeah. Pin it down. So that's the last and final bit. So I'm going to do that now. So I'm done with the top stitch. You guys can see I wobbled a bit over here, but that is fine. But you can see the blue line. Now there's just one last thing. I'm going to flip this shield this way and then just like do a little back stitch on the underneath so this shield stays this way and isn't just moving about. So our fly zipper is done. It's done. It's done. Okay, Remi. So yes, now it is time to join the front and the back together. So now that we're done with the front, it's time to work on the back. I'll start by stitching the darts for the back on both back pieces. So after sewing my darts, I'll go ahead now and join my front to my back. Just going to place this nice and flat. And then I'll use my 1/2 inch seam allowance. So I'll join the sides together. Oh, what the? So I just figured out I forgot to sew my pocket when I was sewing my zipper. But I honestly cannot even be bothered at this point because I just want to be done with this and see the fit. So I'm just going to pin this down in place, especially since this isn't a final garment per se. It is just a testing fabric. But yeah, ideally I'm supposed to sew this with the zipper. So now I'm going to go ahead and join the inseams together. So from the top here down, and I'll do the same for the other part. Before we then join our crotch, this is a new method I'm trying because I heard it's a better method. Normally I join my crotch first before I join all of this. So So now I'll go ahead and join my crotch. So I'll just pin this here to make sure that my center points match, to make sure that these seams match. And then I'll go ahead and join the crotch together. So it's time to do the very last thing, which is attach the waistband. So I'll start by closing this end here. I'll use my 1/2 inch seam allowance that we left. So for the waistband, I had to go in to actually cut some more. So I think when cutting your waistband, make sure you add extra, because the measurement did not take into account the extra shield and the extra fly. I think it took into account only the fly, it didn't take into account the shield. So now that I've added extra length to my waistband, it's time to attach this. So to attach my waistband, I'm simply going to join, so this end here, can you guys see? I will join it to this end here, and then I'll pin it round and sew it. So I'm going to pin it and show you guys. I've pinned it down, so I pinned it right side to wrong side because I'm going to flip it over and then edge stitch it to the right side. So I'm just going to sew this round now and come back to show you guys. Now it's time to finish it up. So I'm just going to sew this way, and now I'll just snip this part so it turns nicely. So to finish it, I'm just going to fold this. Can you see what I'm doing? Fold it like this. So this place is quite bulky. I'll try to, because it's a bulky fabric, and then we will sew it just to the edge here all around. So I'll pin it down in place and show you guys what it will look like. You guys can see I've pinned it down. Now I'll go ahead and sew it round just really close to the edge. But yes, I'm using my blue thread, so you guys will definitely see it really well. Guys, we're finally done with this tutorial, and this is the final result. So I actually cut it a bit shorter because the length did not look so flattering on me, and I wasn't ready to show it to you guys like that. So I tried to cut it a bit shorter, so at least this looks a lot more flattering. I think it came out really well. So this is our fly. You guys can see it's so easy to zip. The waist is a bit loose, so I think when I'm actually drafting it, or I'm going to adjust the waist to my measurement, which is 26. I don't know why I used 27, because I felt a bit bloated this morning when I took my measurement, so I thought I'd add it, but apparently I am still 26 inches here, which is a good thing. So yes, the waist is a bit loose, but I can always adjust that. But apart from that, ignore the waistband, guys. Sewing this waistband was really stressful because I don't know, the calico here is quite thick. It's more like chinos than calico, so all the layers of fabric, it was so thick, my sewing machine wasn't really going through, and in fact I gave up towards the end and just pinned it down, since this is not like a proper garment, this is just a testing. So I'm still going to remove this zipper and just remove it because I need to use my zip. So yes, this is it. This is the back. Sits really nicely. This is the front. It's really comfortable. So this is a basic trouser pattern, so it's a very easy fit. So if you want something even tighter, you can shape the inseam and the outer seam to make it even tighter. But as a basic trouser pattern, I think it works really well. I think I'll be using this pattern, in fact, in the nearest future. You guys will most likely see a tutorial or a video on my channel featuring this pattern. So let me know what you think about this pattern and the fly, even though I found it a bit challenging, but we got through it and we made it, and I followed all the instructions, and I will definitely do a lot of things better next time. But yes, I'm happy with this first time results. So yes, this is it, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Let me know what you would do differently. Let me know what other trouser pattern you would like to try. Let me know if you think there are other better methods or better patterns out there. But for now,